So The Boys has a big problem. Hello everybody, I am Justin the Movie Man, and in this channel we talk about all things movies, TV shows, all things media, and all things cinema. So, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, but today we are going to talk about The Boys Season 5, Episode 7. We're really going to talk about what's the problem with this particular episode and this whole season so far, because we only have one more episode left to wrap up the entirety of the entire show, and me personally, I do not think it's enough time. I do not know what the writers were doing with this. It's not that I really just dislike this show now and I hate everything about it, because I don't. I really love this show, and I'm making a video about it because I do love this show and I think it has so much potential, but I just do not know how they're going to figure out how to do everything that this show needs to be done in one episode. And I know the last episode is like 1 hour and a half, like 1 hour 30 minutes long, so it might be like a little like a little movie runtime, so maybe they're able to get everything done. But I'm just going to go through. First, we're going to start off with what happens in this episode, episode 7, season 5, and then we're just going to talk about some of the biggest things that need to be figured out in the final episode and just what their plan is and what we think is going to happen. So, here we go. Without further ado, the episode starts off and we see that Homelander is now basically going in a full dictator God mode. He wants everybody to figure out and know that he is God, which I think is just absurd, and it's in a crazy plot line. I think it's pretty on character for him. I think that is what his character would do. I don't know if he did that in the comics, but that is pretty much what he would do. He now has the V1, original V1, so he basically can live forever if he doesn't die from another soup or from the virus or some radiation thing, or a Soldier Boy blast, you know what I'm talking about? Which I still think is a big possibility. That could happen in the last episode, but we don't know yet. But Homelander has got that, and what the boys are trying to do in this episode is they're trying to recreate the same radiation explosion that gave Soldier Boy his powers, but they're trying to do it to Kimiko, or how do you ever say her name? Because she has the healing factor, so she's the only superhero that could take this kind of damage. So they're trying to do this to her, and we get this scene with Homelander and Soldier Boy, and Homelander's basically telling Soldier Boy, I have all these plans, Dad. You're my dad, and I'm gonna have all these plans. I have this whole theme park built around us. Yes, I'm the main character, the godlike figure, and I'm gonna have a big statue of my face on this park. But Soldier Boy, you're also gonna have a little section of the park. You're gonna have the best roller coasters. And Soldier Boy is just listen, son, I don't want to have anything to do with this. I don't want to be in your stupid park. I'm leaving. I'm going to do what I want to do in life, which is to get with girls who are granny age, by the way. It's really weird. The sexual people, the attractiveness, what people are attracted to in this series is freaking insane. We got Homelander talking about milk stuff, and then we got Soldier Boy talking about old elderly people, because he's basically a million years old or whatever he is, because he has the superhero V1 original, so he's freaking so old. It's weird. That's one thing about the show that I'm just I don't want to hear this or listen to this, but I have to, because the overall story is pretty good. So they're trying to test this on Kimiko, and Kimiko's taking it, but they don't know if they can extract the exact same conditions that Soldier Boy had in the Russian base, because that's how he got his power to shoot the power to soups to take away their abilities. That's how he got it from the Russians testing on him. So they're doing that, and they're trying to get Sister Sage to help them out with this, but Sister Sage is lobotomizing herself, sticking a freaking, I don't even know what it is, a knife inside of her eyeball, because she's so smart apparently, which she couldn't even figure out. She literally could not even figure out that Soldier Boy was going to turn on the boys and go back to Homelander. She couldn't figure that out. I don't know. I don't know why she thinks maybe it's because she's lobotomizing herself. She's literally making herself stupid. But she's doing this and just watching cartoons and just eating fast food. I don't know what she's doing. Her character, pretty useless at this point. But she does end up in this episode trying to help replicate the conditions of Soldier Boy, and they end up somewhat succeeding in this, So I'm just going to fast forward. We're going to go to, we see, like, Huey. So basically the group of boys, like Butcher, Huey, Starlight, all of them are trying, not everybody, because Kimiko and then Frenchie and stuff are working with trying to replicate the thing, but the other ones, they go to the stage where the church superhero guy, like the past, I forget his name. He's like preacher or something like that. He's like, what I'm talking about, the Bible guy. I forget his name, but he is like practicing for this commercial and thing they want to do for basically coming to tell the world that Homelander is this savior being now, and it's pretty crazy. So the boys are in here watching them, but the catch is these people have security guards who are like mind readers, and so they can sense if anybody's watching them because they can hear their thoughts. And I thought that was a very interesting plot point. I don't really like mind readers like that because I think there's too OP and it's pretty crazy. But they're doing that, and they end up finding Butcher and Huey and taking them to the jail and the vault building or whatever. And this is where we get some mind readers talking to Huey and Butcher, and Huey and Butcher end up like getting out of this because Huey is like distracting the mind reader, and Butcher puts his tentacle things through his back and he kills the guy. But then the crazy part is they're doing a cinema like screening of their new trailer to show the world that Homelander is the savior being. And they have these like 4 mind readers in the room, and then a bunch of guest people who are like just fans of Vought or not DC, but like VCU movies or whatever. And they can see who are really big fans of this and who are really buying in. And it ends up being like only 4 people or like 6 people. So then they unleash the Wolverine guy and the weirdo girl on these people to try to like murk them off. And then Starlight and Mother's Milk come in and like save the day, and they're actually like real superheroes. So that was a cool thing. But the main thing that we're getting to right now is, I kind of skipped past this, when Homelander is talking to what was his name? Soldier Boy. Obviously Homelander doesn't like what Soldier Boy's saying back, like, I don't want to be part of this, blah 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 blah. And Homelander doesn't like this. So what he does is he chokes out Soldier Boy and puts him back in the containment like capsule thing. So Soldier Boy is alive, thankfully. I think he's alive, and he's just sleeping in his little capsule, right? So Soldier Boy's in that. Then Homelander's like, wait a second, I gotta figure out where these people are, where the other boys are that are trying to do this in this facility to make Kimiko like the next Soldier Boy-ish thing. So he flies over, and the big thing in this episode is Frenchie. I'm not going to spoil this yet. If you're watching this video, you should know what happens. But they end up, I think, recreating the formula, the radiation thing, to make Kimiko into this power. They do it to her, and then Sister Sage and Kimiko end up hiding in a little lead container, or it's either lead or zinc. I think it's zinc. They end up hiding in like a zinc container, so Homelander can't see them. And then Frenchie takes the sacrifice of a lifetime and makes Homelander go over to him, and Homelander murks him. Okay, they talk for a little bit, and he gets in Homelander's face, and so that's another death where it's like Frenchie wasn't scared in the end, just like how the Flash character, what was his name, the super speedster guy. Oh my goodness, why can I not remember his name right now? You know what I'm talking about. Just how he wasn't scared. We have Frenchie, who literally has no powers at all. He's not scared either, and he just puts it to Homelander and says what he wants to say, and it's pretty refreshing to see that, even from a non-super-powered being, and Homelander does murk him. But yeah, so then we get some characters at the end from Gen V. We get the person, Maria Maria, or whatever her name is, who we can like blood bend. So we hope she's going to be in the final episode. And then we get the other girl that can like change, like shapeshift, change genders from male to female or whatever from the Gen V. And I like that those characters in this. But what about the big strong guy who I think could have, is his name Sam? Who could have taken on Homelander. I don't know what he's doing, so maybe he'll make an appearance in the last one, and we don't get to see Ryan in this episode. If we do, forgive me and write it down in the comments, because I don't think I saw Ryan in this, but I don't know. But that's the basic run out of this. Frenchie sacrifices himself for Kimiko, and it's really sad. And then he's like, Kimiko's like, I'm so sorry they made you do that. And then he's like, it's okay, I'm here for you, and then he dies. So, could Maria come back and bring him back to life? I don't know. But that leaves us with what I was saying earlier. We have one more episode for the entire show. This isn't like season 5 and then next year we're going to have season 6. This is the entire episode for the entire show. This is the ending episode. And it's going to be like an hour and a half, I think. And there better be a lot that happens, because the stuff that we need to happen is insane. We need to get so many different character arcs finished. Like, and I also forgot, Homelander, like, murks the president. So Homelander isn't technically the president right now, but he's the only one in charge. He's in the Oval Office, and it's pretty insane. That happens in, like, the beginning of the episode. I don't know how I forgot to mention that. Sorry. But now everybody's trying to figure out, are we going to have Soldier Boy come back? Or is literally everyone going to come team up against Homelander in the end? Is it going to be this big in-game battle, Thanos versus the Avengers kind of thing? I hope so, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be more specified than that. I don't know if it's going to be exactly. I think there's going to be a lot of moving points, a lot of moving parts to this. Like, we got to get Ryan back in here. We got to get I hope Soldier Boy. Like, there's so many things, and I might make another video, like, breaking down the actual, like, every little thing that we need to see in episode 8, the season finale, the whole show finale. But I'm not going to go into too much depth on this video. I just want to go through the episode and see what's up, and tell you that there is a problem, because we don't know exactly what's going to happen in this last episode, but they need to figure it out, because there's a lot of plot points that need to be figured out, if you know what I'm saying. So, let me just go over some. If you have some thoughts on this, leave it in the comments, because I'm going to look at your comments and make another video on it before the season finale comes out, probably. But yeah, we got to get Soldier Boy back. I want to see a showdown between Ryan and Homelander again, because I want Ryan to get his, like, comeuppance, and then I want to see Butcher and Homelander fight, like, with no powers. I want Kimiko to, like, do the power blast on Homelander, and then Homelander and Butcher are both maybe in the blast, and then they both are normal people, and then Homelander can just fight Butcher with, like, no powers. They can just be like a normal fight. That's the first time I've ever actually wanted that. I just want it to be an even matchup. But if it was like that, I think Butcher would actually like kill him. Like, I don't think Homelander has good fighting skills. I think he's just super strong and overpowered. That's why he's able to win these fights. Because in the fights you see him, he's not, like, skilled in hand-to-hand combat. He didn't get trained by ninjas or anything. He's just way too strong for anybody's sake. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this. Leave some comments down below of things you want to see in the season finale. I know I want to see so many things, but leave some comments. I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to shout you out if you leave a comment down there. I'm going to talk about it in the next video. I'll say your name on the little video. So, yeah, let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you have not subscribed, like I said, please subscribe to the channel, because I post videos. I'm trying to post every week, maybe every other day, about movies, TV shows, everything. Right now, The Boys is big, so I'm just trying to get these out and talk about the episodes with y'all, like I would, like, this is supposed to be like a little FaceTime call, you know what I mean? So, little FaceTime call vibe. So, without further ado, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video, and comment down below your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.